Drinking water is an essential practice for human survival and maintaining health. The amount of water consumed daily can vary according to individual needs, but water temperature also plays a crucial role in hydration experience. This text explores in depth the differences between drinking cold water and room temperature water, considering impacts on the body, physical performance, digestion, among other relevant aspects. Cold water has the reputation of being refreshing, especially on hot days or after intense physical activities. One reason for this cooling sensation is cold water's ability to help regulate body temperature. When consumed, cold water can cause a slight decrease in the body's internal temperature, which is beneficial in hot environments or during exercises that raise body temperature. On the other hand, room temperature water is often recommended for being easier for the body to absorb and process. When water is at a temperature closer to body temperature, the body doesn't need to expend as much energy to heat it or cool it. This can facilitate digestion and hydration, since room temperature water can be absorbed more quickly by the digestive system. There are also considerations about comfort when drinking water at different temperatures. Some people may find cold water uncomfortable, especially if consumed in large quantities or quickly. The sensation of thermal shock in the throat and stomach may be unpleasant for some, while others may enjoy this refreshing sensation. On the other hand, room temperature water tends to be more neutral, causing no thermal discomfort. When considering physical activities, the temperature of the water consumed can influence performance and recovery. Cold water can help reduce the sensation of heat and fatigue during exercise, providing a feeling of freshness and relief. Additionally, drinking cold water can stimulate thermogenesis, a process that increases the body's energy expenditure by trying to warm the cold water, potentially aiding in calorie burning. However, it's important to note that during prolonged exercises or in very hot environments, room temperature water may be more effective in maintaining hydration. This is because the body can absorb room temperature water more quickly, replenishing fluids lost through sweat more efficiently. Additionally, drinking very cold water can, in some cases, cause stomach cramps or gastrointestinal discomfort, interfering with athletic performance. An interesting aspect to consider is the perception of taste and the amount of water consumed. Studies suggest that some people tend to drink more water when it's cold, because they find the taste more pleasant and refreshing. This can be beneficial for those who have difficulty consuming the recommended amount of water daily. On the other hand, others may prefer room temperature water because they find it easier to consume in large quantities without causing discomfort. Digestion is another important factor to consider when choosing water temperature. Cold water can, in some cases, slow down the digestive process, especially if consumed during or shortly after meals. This is because the body needs to warm the cold water to the appropriate temperature for digestion, which can delay the metabolism of ingested food. In turn, room temperature water doesn't interfere as much in this process, allowing for smoother and more efficient digestion. Additionally, the impact of water temperature on blood circulation is a topic of interest. Cold water can cause a slight constriction of blood vessels around the stomach and intestines, which can temporarily reduce blood flow to these areas. Although this effect is generally small and temporary, it may be relevant for individuals with specific sensitivities or health conditions affecting circulation. Room temperature water, on the other hand, doesn't cause this constriction, allowing for a more constant and regular blood flow. The sensation of satiety can also be influenced by water temperature. Cold water tends to provide a more immediate sensation of freshness and fullness, which can help reduce appetite and control calorie intake. This can be particularly useful for people trying to control weight or reduce food intake. Room temperature water also contributes to the sensation of satiety, but to a lesser extent. Proper hydration is crucial for overall health, and the choice of water temperature can play an important role in this aspect. Cold water may be particularly effective in encouraging hydration during physical activities or in hot climates, while room temperature water may be more suitable for consistent hydration throughout the day. Understanding how water temperature affects the body can help optimize the benefits of hydration. The myths and truths about cold water also deserve discussion. A common myth is that drinking cold water can cause flu or colds, but there is no scientific evidence to support this claim. Water temperature has no direct impact on the immune system or the likelihood of contracting respiratory illnesses. However, for some people, cold water may aggravate symptoms of conditions such as sore throats or sinusitis. On the other hand, there is a belief that cold water can help with muscle recovery after intense exercise. Although cold water can provide a sensation of relief and freshness, evidence regarding its direct impact on muscle recovery is limited. Proper hydration, regardless of temperature, is the most critical factor for post-exercise recovery. Some people report that cold water can help alleviate headaches or migraines, probably due to its cooling effect and contraction of blood vessels. However, others may find that cold water worsens their headaches. This illustrates how the response to water temperature can be highly individualized and depends on personal preferences and sensitivities. Another interesting aspect is the use of cold water as a relaxation and stress reduction tool. Contact with cold water, whether by drinking or bathing, can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps reduce stress and promote a sense of calm. On the other hand, room temperature water may not have the same immediate effect, but still contributes to hydration and overall well-being. Room temperature water is also preferred by many people upon waking up. Drinking a glass of room temperature water upon waking can help rehydrate the body after a night's sleep without causing thermal shock to the digestive system. This can be a useful practice for starting the day with a sense of balance and hydration. Additionally, water temperature can influence comfort during and after meals. Drinking cold water during meals may, for some, provide a refreshing sensation, but for others, it may interfere with digestion or cause discomfort. Room temperature water is generally more neutral in this aspect, allowing for a smoother meal experience. Hydration during sports practice is a topic that deserves attention. For athletes or people who exercise regularly, water temperature can affect performance and recovery. Cold water can be advantageous during intense exercises, helping to maintain controlled body temperature and providing a feeling of freshness. However, for prolonged activities, room temperature water may be more effective in maintaining hydration and preventing cramps or stomach discomfort. Preference for water temperature can vary significantly according to culture and climate. In hot countries, cold water is often preferred to combat heat, while in colder climates, room temperature or even warm water may be more common. These cultural preferences can influence hydration habits and perceptions of what is healthier or more comfortable. The impact of water temperature on the sensation of energy and alertness is another aspect to consider. Some people report that cold water helps them feel more alert and energized, probably due to the cooling effect and increased heart rate. On the other hand, room temperature water may be more calming and suitable for relaxation or before bedtime. The relationship between water temperature and skin health is also a topic of interest. Drinking enough water, regardless of temperature, is essential for keeping the skin hydrated and healthy. However, some people believe that cold water can help tone the skin and reduce swelling, while room temperature water may be gentler and less likely to cause thermal shock.